Problem and solution text structure. As readers of nonfiction, we understand that text structures are organizational patterns writers use to provide facts and information. Readers of nonfiction can identify one structure, the problem and solution structure, by looking for signal words and phrases such as the question is, the dilemma is, to solve this, one reason for this problem is, one answer to this is, and there are many more. Signal words are just one way we can interpret text and understand the structure. Today, we're going to take another look at Lizards by Sneed B. Collard III, and we're going to continue reading and paying attention to solutions to the problem that lizards face. What you'll need today for this lesson is this problem and solution text structure organizer from your school-wide notebook, and, of course, a pencil. The heading of this section we'll read today is called Lizard Troubles. And we'll be reading all about the troubles that lizards have. We always think about people having troubles, right? But I never really thought about lizards having them too. After reading this section today together, hopefully we'll have an idea about lizards' problems and potentially how their problems can be solved or how people can help. This particular piece is written in the problem and solution text structure. So we're going to be using a chart to help us keep track of the information, the one I showed you earlier. I'll help you when filling this out, but I want you to remember to look at those signal words or think of those signal words that really help us identify problem and solution. When there is a problem, there is usually a solution too. Let's get started. Lizard troubles. Like almost every other group of wild animals, lizards have suffered from the human conquest of planet Earth. Habitat destruction, the ruin of animal homes, is the biggest threat to most lizards. Right away, we're introduced to a problem. Let's stop here and chat about it. This first sentence, where it says lizards have suffered, the author is signaling to us that a problem is going to be mentioned. The very next sentence basically tells us exactly what that problem is: habitat destruction, or the ruin of animal homes. Let's be sure to add this to our chart. I'll pause the video here while you write the text title, the subject, and the first problem we've identified. Now remember, with the problem-solution text structure, when we go back to the text, we'll be looking for solutions to this problem. When humans burn or cut down forests or bulldoze deserts to make cities, lizards can't just move into a new subdivision and start shopping at Reptile Mart. They have no way to survive. Hunting is also a danger. Stop here. We've also been introduced to another problem. Hunting. Let's make sure we add that to our charts too. I'm going to record lizards are hunted and killed. Pause here to record, and then we'll keep reading. Hunting is also a danger, especially for large lizards. After people settled on the island of Tonga about 3,000 years ago, they quickly hunted the island's giant iguana species to extinction. Today, common iguanas are eaten in Central America and have disappeared from many regions. Each year, people slaughter millions of monitor lizards and South American tea lizards for their skins, which are turned into lizard skin boots for wealthy Americans and Europeans. In many parts of the world, people kill lizards because they mistakenly believe the reptiles are venomous or because they look like snakes and a poor excuse to kill anything. Other threats to lizards include poisoning by pesticides, the destruction of grasslands by cattle, and collecting by pet traders. Now that we've identified two problems that lizards have, let's be on the lookout for some signal words that signify a solution to these problems. Today, many endangered lizards live on islands where hunting, habitat destruction, and introduced predators such as cats and rats have greatly reduced their populations. National laws and international treaties protect some kinds of lizards. For instance, I notice it says for instance here. For instance is a great signal to a solution. Let's keep reading. For instance, the government of Indonesia has protected the Komodo dragon. Komodos and several other lizards also receive protection from the Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species, or CITES, I think we've got a solution. It sounds like governments are making laws to protect some lizards. Let's record that on our chart. Before we add this to our charts, let's go ahead and finish this section. Maybe we'll find more solutions. CITES is an agreement among many countries aimed at prohibiting the trade or sale of endangered animals and animal products. Unfortunately, not all countries enforce CITES, so illegal trade of lizards and other wild animals continues. So we have one solution, and unfortunately, it doesn't completely solve the problem, but there might be another solution. I'm going to keep reading, and then we can add at the end. One unusual approach to protecting lizards. This is another signal word. One unusual approach. This unusual approach is happening in Central America. Some people have started iguana farms, where the lizards are allowed to graze in protected areas of rainforest. When iguanas reach an appropriate size, they are sold and eaten by local peoples. This may protect wild iguanas by keeping people from overhunting them. It also helps protect the rainforest and its other wildlife. It looks like we have two solutions here to our problems. Let's record these. For the first solution, I wrote, people have started iguana farms to provide lizards with a protected habitat. That really helps to identify the problem of lizard habitats being destroyed. It's a great solution. Let's take a look at the next one. For the problem we recorded earlier, lizards are hunted and killed. These national laws protect some lizards. Remember, we read about CITES, the Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species. These are the laws that protect these lizards. These are excellent solutions. Let's keep reading. There's just a little left. I'll pause here in case you need more time. But enough doom and gloom. Let's get back to the reason you picked up this book, lizards themselves. I can't think of a better way to do that than by looking at some of the world's greatest. I'm going to take us back to the previous page to take a look at some of these text features that we missed earlier. This looks like a picture of a habitat or environment where lizards probably live. Let's read the caption. Destruction of habitats such as this former rainforest in Haiti is the biggest threat to most lizard species. This goes along with the destruction of habitat from our first problem we identified. This visual is really helpful in enabling us to see what that looks like. Let's go to the next page and look at that text feature. Here's a picture of someone holding a lizard. It says millions of large T lizards are killed for their skins each year. I think this is another problem. Lizards being killed. This was actually mentioned, if I remember correctly, on the previous page. We should probably jot this down as well. I do remember now reading about how lizard skins were sold to wealthy Americans and Europeans to make boots. Let's make sure we jot this down and see if there's a solution to this that fits. Go ahead and jot this problem down. Lizards are sold and traded. And we'll go back in the text and look for a solution to this. I actually think that CITES, this agreement, is actually also another solution to the problem. Let's jot this down. I wrote here, in some countries, the Convention of International Trade of Endangered Species prohibits the selling and trading endangered animals, including lizards. Now, this is really important because in any problem and solution text structure, we need to be able to have a solution to the problem, or it can't be problem solution. Great work today, boys and girls. As readers of nonfiction, we know that when a problem is mentioned, a solution or two usually follows. It's important to pay careful attention to key words and phrases in the text. Now, sometimes we might not see these exact key words or phrases, but what we're looking for is a solution. Now, you're problem and solution experts. I can't wait to look at some more problem and solution structure text to try to investigate and learn more.